If you've been scrolling through endless listings, watching unboxing videos, and still feel that knot in your stomach wondering whether the DTF printer you're eyeing will actually let you crank out shirts that sell, you're not alone. The market is flooded with claims about double the speed and all-in-one ink kits, and it's easy to end up buying something that looks great on paper but stalls in your small studio. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk through what it's really like to set up and run the DXZ 2026 A4 DTF printer, where its value comes from, and who should hit the Add to Cart button versus who should keep looking. First off, the biggest decision point for most people is the whole workflow. You print a design onto a clear film, apply the special adhesive powder, cure it in a heat press or oven, then transfer it onto fabric. That chain can feel intimidating if you've only ever used a regular inkjet or a screen printing setup. The DXZ 2026 tries to simplify the middle steps with a built-in white ink stirring system and an XP600 6-color printhead that promises doubled printing speed over older L1800 models. In practice, that means you can go from a digital file to a ready-to-press sheet in roughly the time it used to take you to finish a single screen print. For a small batch t-shirt shop that needs to turn around orders in a day, shaving off half an hour per design adds up quickly. One of the first things I noticed when the box arrived was the 2-year ink supply that comes pre-installed. Most DTF machines ship empty, and you end up hunting for compatible cartridges or mixing your own pigments, which can be a nightmare for anyone not already deep in the DTF community. Here you get enough cyan, magenta, yellow, black, plus a dedicated white channel, all sealed and ready to feed the printhead. The white ink mixing system is a real time saver because you don't have to manually stir a separate reservoir. The printer does it for you, keeping the mixture consistent and reducing the chance of clogged nozzles during long runs. Now let's talk about the physical setup. The unit is an A4-sized printer with a roll feeder, which means you can load a continuous roll of transfer film instead of juggling individual sheets. In my test space A 10 by 10 foot garage studio, the printer sits comfortably on a sturdy table, but you do need a clear path to the back for the roll to unwind. If you're cramped in a kitchen cabinet or a tiny closet, you'll have to rethink the layout. The roll system is a blessing when you're printing dozens of designs, but it also introduces a hidden trade-off. You have to keep the film protected from dust and static, otherwise you'll see specks on the final print that are hard to clean off after the transfer. The software upgrade that ships with the DXZ 2026 is worth a mention. It integrates directly with popular design tools like Photoshop and CorelDRAW, letting you send a file to the printer with a single click and automatically applying the correct DPI and color profile for DTF. I tried a few test prints: a vintage band logo, a full-color comic panel, and a simple white and black text design. The printer handled the color gradients smoothly, and the white channel gave the logo a crisp underlay that would have required a separate screen pass on a traditional press. The software also includes a preview mode that flags potential issues like low contrast or oversized files before you waste ink. Speaking of ink, the 2-year supply is generous, but it's not infinite. After the included cartridges run out, you'll need to purchase DX branded inks, which sit at a premium compared to generic DTF inks. That's a cost factor to keep in mind if you plan on printing high-volume merch for an online store. However, the upfront bundle printer, roll feeder, and 2 years of ink makes the break-even point come sooner than you might think if you compare it to buying a cheaper printer and then buying ink separately. What about maintenance? DTF printheads are notorious for clogging if you let them sit idle for weeks. The built-in white stirring system helps, but the printer still requires regular cleaning cycles, especially after a batch of heavily pigmented prints. The DXZ 2026 includes an auto-clean routine you can schedule, and the after-sales service team offers a 1-year warranty on the hardware. In my experience, a quick nozzle purge every few days kept the prints consistent, and the support team responded within a day when I asked about the best cleaning solvent. If you're someone who prefers a set-and-forget machine, you'll need to budget the time for that upkeep. Now, who should seriously consider this machine? If you are a small to medium apparel brand, a hobbyist who already knows the DTF workflow, or a print-on-demand shop looking to expand your catalog without investing in a full screen printing suite, the DXZ 2026 hits a sweet spot. The speed boost means you can fulfill rush orders without pulling double shifts. And the